Hi, Natasha here. Grab your feet up. We're gonna do another quick feet up flow. Pretty active, have some water and a towel. Let's get right into it. We're gonna start with our hands on the spongy corners of our prop and shift your hips away. Let the head kind of just fall through the arms, lift the tailbone. If your hamstrings are tight, just put a little bend in the knees. If not, we'll work them a little bit straighter. Start to shimmy the hips from side to side and then settle into stillness. Make your arms as long as possible, like you're trying to pull your body away from the trainer. Relax the muscles in your face, pick up your toes and spread them, and then anchor them back down. Again, yours might look like a little bent knee version. See how you're feeling, and then start to bring the attention into the breath. We'll take a big breath in and a big sigh out the mouth. Big breath in and a big audible sigh. Letting all this stale air out. Give your neck a little shake. No and yes. See how it's feeling right now, and then start to articulate or undulate these little spine rolls. So rounding and then arching, rounding and arching, making a wave or a circle with the spine forward, sideways like a barrel. Soften the elbows, soften the knees. Other direction, barrel circle, sideways, scoop the belly in. And then bring the hands back under the shoulders now for some cat-cow. Round the spine, push the shoulders down, separating shoulder blades into protraction. Retract the shoulders, send the tailbone back, the heart forward. Breath in. Exhale, breath out. Cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Good, shimmy those hips. Wash the hips from side to side again. Like you're just gonna look at your hips and then turn your gaze each way. Good, come back to center. Just start to bring the body down into plank pose, engaging through the core. You can walk those feet back, push the shoulders down. Good. Gentle tug of the tail, firm the quads, firm the belly. You don't need a death grip on the trainer, just loose fingers, and then we'll start to tuck knees in. 7, 6, 5. See if you can get your thigh to your belly. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Take a little slow hover and then land on the knees. Sit the hips back, again, soft part reaching for the corners, and then sit back in a child's pose. 2 deep breaths into the back. Side out. Again, inhale. Exhale, side out. This time, bringing your forearms right onto the cushion. You can bind your hands and put the fists down at the front end of the trainer, and then push the shoulders down, tuck your toes under. Take a nice, strong forearm plank. Shifting the hips into a rainbow. Can you tap one edge, lift up, and then tap the other arm. Good, lift and lower. Those heels lift, and then we lower them to the side. 4 more. 3, rainbow. Sink down, and then protract to lift, scoop it up. Last one. Come back to the center. Firm the quads. Firm the bellies, protract the shoulders, squeeze everything. We're gonna start to walk the feet a little wider now and then open up the chest. We allow the hips to sink, Sphinx pose. Shoulders down, heart through, and then scoop back. Nice big lifted active forearm plank. Swing the hips through. You might be able to hip the hips on the front handles of the trainer, or you just hover there, depending on how your body is moving and feeling, and how we're all different sizes, so things might hit you in different spots than me. Good. One more time, Sphinx. Let the hips melt forward, heart through, shoulders. Exhale, scoop back up. Walk your feet a little closer and we'll take the right leg up. If you're feeling super strong, ground down into the left forearm and then lift the left arm up. Still early. Bring it back. Left leg powers up. You might stay here. You might really ground down left shoulder. You gotta be able to control the trainer. It's quite light. It can move. So only if you know that you have that strength, you're not gonna tip it over. Bring it back down. Take the knees to a hover. Soft landing. Child's pose. Again, 2 deep breaths into the back body. Side out. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, take it onto the knees. Tuck your toes under and then take it downward facing dog. So we're gonna come back where we came from. Slow lower to the knees right in front of the front arms of the trainer. Maybe you grab on and then drop the head back for a gentle camel, heart to sky. Gets hard to talk there. Hands to the cushion, or you can take a grip onto the arm, the wood part, up to you. I kind of like the spongy part. Downward facing dog. Slow lower. Camel, Ustrasana. Grab the handles. See if you can keep the connection of your quads to the trainer. Maybe you drop the head back. Shine the heart upward. One more time. Exhale, pick your arm placement. Downward facing dog. Slow lower, shoulders active, core on. Knees right to the front, hips press in, grab the handle, and then shine the heart up. See if you can hang out a couple breaths. Find some flexibility in the spine, opening of the heart. Engage the glutes, see how that feels. Pull on the handles, can you take it a little further? Exhale, child's pose. Hands reach forward, head falls through. Maybe you take a little wiggle in those hips. One more big breath here. Bring the hands onto the wood and we'll take it into downward facing dog again. This time walk the left foot in and we'll just take the right leg out. So we're in a supported warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Soften the left knee. Can we release our hands and hold our own balance? Little pulse here. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze the glutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Knee to chest. Tap it. Kick it out. Hold here. Find the balance. Find the strength of your quad, your hip flexor. You might be shaking, wiggling, and then set your foot down for a half split. Take your hands gently to the trainer, even if you need to keep a bent knee, and then see if you can work it straight. Shine the heart through. Take a little hamstring half split. Ardha Hanumanasana. Keep breathing and feeling that front hamstring create space. All right, couple more breaths. Maybe you bend the bottom knee, the left knee, bend and straighten. If you have a little more range of motion in that hamstring, make it deeper. Then we're gonna step the foot right onto the center and create a high lunge. Fingertips can stay connected, and when you're ready, arms overhead. Good, high lunge, crescent lunge. Might feel like you're shaking a little bit, just stabilize through your core, and then cactus, heart to sky. 2 more times, straighten out the spine, peel the heart open, wobbly, it's okay. You can just reach down for your trainer, straighten out the spine, gentle back bend. Maybe you don't drop the head back if you feel like you're not very balanced today, and then bring the hands down. Right onto the cushion part of the front edges. You're gonna slip the right foot back. Knee crosses over, and then hamstring curl, heel to butt. Knee twist, and then hamstring curl. One more time, twisting knee, tap your opposite elbow, hamstring curl, and then lift the heart. Imagine your foot is gonna touch your head, even if you're like me and you're nowhere near. Put the energy into it. Down dog. Taking a vinyasa, round into plank, chaturanga, elbows bend. Maybe it's a micro bend. If you're feeling strong, bring the elbows into the ribs. We're gonna open the knees, the feet, so we can swing the hips right at the trainer for upward facing dog. So your upper thighs are gonna press into the feet up. Breathe in, exhale, breathe out. Connect to the breath. Right foot steps in the middle, left leg extends. Finding your supported warrior 3. Take some breaths here. Soften the standing leg. If you can, we'll take a balance. If you need to continue to hold on, hold on. Flex or point, you're just gonna do these little glute squeezes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, neutral spine and neck, 1, hug the knee into the chest as you straighten out the spine. Can you give your knee a kiss? And then extend it out. Find your nice balance here, spread your toes, rounding through all 4 corners, hip flexor, quad, core strength, lower the heel, and then release down to half split. Arrange your body how it feels good, grabbing handles, grabbing soft part, flex the toes, bend and straighten the standing leg, and the left knee can be bent as well if the hamstrings are tighter. Moving through your own flexibility, guiding the movement with the breath, finding that space. Inhale, on your exhale, trying to surrender. Good, take another breath. We're gonna step the foot right into the middle, take a little hop back, and then see if we can find our balance in high lunge, crescent lunge. Maybe you stay with the gaze forward. If you wanna challenge that balance and you feel strong and stable, heart to sky, gentle back bend for 3, scoop it in. Pry the heart open for 2, cactus the elbows, core has to be on, and 1. Maybe you have a wall nearby you can grab on. If you're falling, just step off. Good, 1 more time. Bring the hands down. Good. Take that left foot back. We're in plank with the left knee, the left leg extended. Now take your twist. Tap your opposite right elbow or even higher on the triceps. Send it back. Hamstring curl. Heel to butt. Neutral spine. Good. Twist high. Come back. Hamstring curl. Hug it in. Push the shoulders down. Squeeze the belly. Twist like you're going to do a side crow. Maybe even lean into it. Come back. Hamstring curl. Now, send the heart and gaze forward and up. Lift that left leg. Hug the heel in. All effort. Breathe. And let it go. Downward facing dog through your vinyasa. Round forward to plank. Take your chaturanga. Swing your hips right to the trainer for upward facing dog. Push into the fingertips. You can get a nice back bend here. Exhale, down dog. Come back through plank. Bring your right hand to the center and take a side plank. So if you feel like you need a little bit more support, bring your hand to the corner, but just know that now you're a little uneven on your trainer and it could tip. So I'm gonna put my palm right in the center. You see what works for you. We're gonna try to star, abduct, 4, 3, 2, we got this. 1, hold it, lower down, swing the hips through the middle, scoop them up, thread the needle. Through hips, through the middle, hips high, twist under, scoop it up, dip, lift, thread. Last time we got this. Dip, oh, I almost fell. Lift, thread, come back. Take your left foot to the outside of the trainer and then melt into a low lunge. You might even bring your hip, your glutes right towards the edge if that feels okay. Fingertips to the front pads, arch back. Exhale, fold over, hands fall in front. Take a deep breath in and out. Soften the back knee to the earth, hug the heel in. Lift the body up and see if your left hand can take an outside grip on the heel. Hug that heel in, kick it away. Push that right hand forward. Hug the heel in. and then kick it away. Open, open, open. Come on back, warrior two. Open out. Gaze forward, bend a little deeper. Straighten out the knee. We're just on the outside edge for 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands down, tuck that left knee into the nose. Send that left foot back for chaturanga on one leg. Hips or quads to the trainer. Straighten out the arms, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in and out. Roll into your plank pose. Left hand comes into the center. If that works for your body, it can be on the edge. Just know you'll be unstable with more chance for the trainer to flip. So I'm gonna bring my palm to the middle and I'm gonna scoop up to side plank. I'm gonna start to abduct this right leg. 4, outer thigh, left shoulder is really pushing down. Core is on. One more time, lift, hold, and then lower. Now taking a hip dip. Maybe it goes in between the space. Lift and thread. 3 more, hip dip. Push the shoulder down. Tilt and twist underneath. 2 more, sink, mermaid lift. Thread the needle, and your last one is here. Dip it down, scoop it up. Thread the needle. Come on back. Good. Bring the right foot. We're going to step it to the outside of your trainer. And then find your little seat. Press your fingertips to the front corners and then arch it back. Inhale and exhale. Lean over. Let the hands fall off. The head falls heavy. Another deep breath here. The bottom knee finds the earth as we press ourselves up. Right arm swings back. Take the grip outside top of the foot. Hug the heel in. Push that left shoulder down. As you kick out, push the hand forward. Open up through the chest and the shoulder. Hug the heel in. Gaze forward. Exhale, kick away. See if you can gaze back. Lean a little bit into that back hand and foot. Good. Bring the hands down. Step on the right foot. Cartwheel back through warrior two. Really active, so that right knee is just open on the outside towards the right corner of your mat. Straighten for 4. Give yourself that space. 3, 2, and last one. Hold it there. Bring the hands, cartwheel down. Right leg stays lifted for chaturanga. Maybe you hop forward if you need it. Hold it here. Feet down. Hips towards trainer, back bend, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Hold it here and let the head fall heavy. We'll finally get upside down here. Grab the handles of the trainer, walk forward. Feet line up with the front arms, and we'll take the head through the middle. Let the head hang and give it a little shake. Start to actively press the shoulders down. And then really even more actively press into your hands. Can you float those feet off? Take one knee into a nice tight tuck and then set the feet down. Float the feet off by pushing strongly into the hands. Float the left heel in towards the glute. Little tuck egg shape and then send it down. Now both. Push into the hands. Lean the hips back, lean the hips back. Float the feet off. Hug the knees in. You are in an egg-shaped tuck. Head is just hanging neutral. Right leg up. Scoop it in. Left leg up. Pull the legs in opposition. Tuck it in. 2 more like that. Right leg to sky. Left knee to chest. Zip it in. Left knee to sky. Right knee to chest. Hip flexor opening. Bring it in. Take a lift on both legs up. Hold the trainer for balance. Let your shoulders and head be heavy. Straddle the legs. Good. Flex the feet. And then we're going to take a little twist. Point and see if you can twist the right foot towards the left and the left foot towards the right. Circle around, flex. Point, left foot swings towards the right as the right leg reaches back behind you to the left. And then come back through straddle. Slowly bring those feet together, look at your toes, and watch them land slowly. Come on out, let the hands fall forward, and breathe here. Weights in the feet, hips are pulling away from the trainer. Shake that head out. Slowly come through a vinyasa. Walk the toes back. High plank, chaturanga. Land your legs, your thighs to the trainer for your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Walk the hands to the handle. Walk the feet in. We're going to take that warrior 3 extension. Big breath in. On your exhale, hug the knee to the chest. And this time we're going to step the foot towards the left of the trainer and wiggle your way to pigeon. Let the right knee open towards the right corner, all right? Set yourself up so maybe that left quad gets to just rest on top, and we can even grip on underneath to pry that heart open. Maybe a back bend by reaching the head back, shoulders back, heart up. Exhale, fold over the body and feel that right hip working an external rotation. If your hips are tight, this is going to be a big stretch for them. Breathe. If your hips are quite open, you could work on getting a parallel shin to the top of the trainer. So see where you are. I'm going to try to take a little balance here. Lifting back up. Swing the left foot around. So you're going to sit on the corner and try to twist the left knee like you're sitting really pretty in a chair. Take your right hand and reach for your outer thigh, and then grab the trainer for your twist. Inhale, see if it works for you, and exhale, push against that front arm for the twist. Come on back, swing the left leg out, tuck the toes under. Maybe you can do that with no hands. One more little back bend layout. Bring the hands right under to the corners, and then sweep the foot and land on it. I'm going to come to warrior 2 again, this time with that front knee pressing into the front. Open up, land the toes, all 4 corners down, open up through warrior 2. Tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly, reach the arms in opposition, bend deeply into the front knee, and then take a proud or reverse warrior. Good. Breathe here, reach down the leg. Side angle pose. Right forearm onto right quad. If you're feeling like you could go deeper, grab the trainer and then pull the left shoulder open. Keep the knee right in the middle. Peel the heart. Peel that hip. Breathe here. Skandasana to the back of the mat. Be aware that that trainer's right. The bar is right there, so we aren't going to go lower than that. Hold it for 4 pulses. 3, 2, 1. Turn to the back in a low lunge. We're going to sink the hips, and then we're going to scoop all our energy to take the feet back. Toes to the corner, be very mindful. Hold a breath. If you're feeling strong, we can take 3 chaturangas, or you can skip them. 2, 1, walk your hands under the shoulders. L position handstand. Feel free to stay here, jump off, or practice handstands. Right leg can lift, come down, left leg can lift. If you're working on pressing, you're gonna get the hips over the shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Use the fingers, press. And then if you caught it, awesome. If you fell out, no big deal. You can try it again. You can skip it, you can laugh at yourself, all of the above. Good. Take a little counter stretch if that was a lot on the wrists. And maybe try that handstand one more time, or just the hold to strengthen the shoulders and the core. Maybe you get some lift off. Hold. Breathe. You can cartwheel out, or you can try to land right on top. All right. Breathing here. We're going to make our way down. So we could take a little jump off, leapfrog, or just please safely step off. You do what works in your body. So leapfrog would be hands down, hips, jump forward. Malasana facing the front. Prying the elbows out, the knees out with the elbows, sending the heart through the shoulders. Big breath here. And let it go. Take a wide leg fold, turn the heels out, drop the head, give it a shake. Grab onto your trainer and just gently pull the hips away from it. Remember, it doesn't have a lot of weight, so you don't want to pull too hard. Just see what kind of movement you can safely do. And if you feel like it's starting to move, back off. Challenge yourself. And then let's come up halfway and then all the way and turn ourselves around. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Downward facing dog, walk the hips back. Your vinyasa, plank, chaturanga, your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Left foot's gonna come into the middle. Again, we're gonna try and get that left foot on the left side and then work the left knee towards the left corner. The right quad can rest against the right handle. Press into the trainer or grip underneath if you can reach it. Shoulders back. Start to back bend if that feels good. A breath and a deep fold, letting your body fall all the way down. Shake the head. Really sit into this external rotation on the left hip. Notice what's coming up for you. A lot of times this can be a pretty intense or even emotional pose. See if you can let something go. With that last exhale. Walk it up. Set yourself up so maybe you can bring this right leg around. So you might need to adjust a little bit. And then right leg is gonna cross like you're sitting fancy on a chair. Sit up really tall, start to work your body into a twist. Left hand can wrap around towards the left hip or quad, or maybe grip onto the trainer. Right fingers can press onto the handle. So you just see where you can be. You might not be holding anything. You can just be trying to actively twist. At least see if you can press the forearm into the right quad or right outer thigh and rotate. One more breath. Maybe you do this without hands. We try to swing this right foot back, tuck the toes under, hit your pigeon, bring your hands down, step that left foot to the front end. So it's right in the middle, right heel's gonna peel open. Cartwheel the hands back through warrior two, Virabhadrasana. Set yourself up by pulling the arms in opposition, getting the shoulders right over the hips, gentle engagement of the glutes to really peel that right hip open and back. Flip the palm, reverse your warrior. Breathe. Rock the right hand down a little bit further. And then take your side angle pose. Left forearm onto left quad, or maybe left forearm onto the cushion. You can even wrap your fingers around the bottom and continue to work that right shoulder open. Stacking shoulders, ribs, hips, grounding down to that back pinky toe. Lift up Skandasana, only as low as you can, where you're not gonna put too much weight on this front shelf here. Little pulses for 4, 3, strong core, strong legs, 2, and 1. Turn your body away into a low lunge. Send the heart forward, inhale. On your exhale, press into your fingers, turn the crease of the elbows forward, push the shoulders down, walk up, declined plank pose, maybe a chaturanga, 1, 2, or 3, or none. Good, and then a downward facing dog, and a walk towards the trainer. Now our booties over our shoulders, we can play again here with some handstand shapes. Supported, remember we don't want to put too much trust in our trainer. Our weight is more in our upper body. We're going to try to peel one knee out to the side, and then maybe you can swing this puppy pose into a stag leg handstand. Play, cartwheel out, come out, step down. Again, you can take a little child's pose on top, flip the top of the hands down, send the head all the way over and forward, shake it out, and you can take that frog hop off or simply walk off to Malasana. Hands down, hop, elbows pry the knees apart. Take a nice deep breath here. We're gonna do one more inversion, playing with some back bending. Nice work. Take it through that forward fold, wide leg, turn your heels out, drop the head forward, grab on one more time, maybe the top, and just start to send the hips away. Leaning into the toes, into the heels, rocking forward, gazing through those legs. One more breath, and flatten the back. Bring your hands to your hips, and lift all the way up. Turn yourself around, another inversion. Bring your hands to the handles, tuck your head through. Shake that head out, set yourself up so you're nice and snug to the front edge. When you're ready, tuck, pike, whatever you want to do to get up to a straight inversion. Hold your pike a moment if you can, and then press the legs up. So what we did before, we tried to do a stag leg handstand. If you were there with me, maybe. We'll start to try an arch and then neutral. Hips go back, maybe you send the heart puffing forward, and then neutral. And then arch, maybe start to gaze forward and puff the chest towards the front of your mat, your head gaze towards the back of your mat. Okay, neutral, switch. So working on a back bend by sending the hips over, the heart pushes forward towards your hands, the gaze goes where the feet are going, back. Neutral, hips over shoulders. Play with that maybe a couple of times. I don't have a lot of space in front of me, so make sure you're not gonna hit anything if we work on going over. So I would take your good leg, the one that you feel most comfortable landing on, and then start to drop back. You can do this without arching the back at all by just letting the body go, the hips go back, pull up. I'm gonna look up towards the sky and I'm gonna land. And you don't have to have a really deep back bend to make that happen. Stretch the thoracic spine by letting the hips go and then thrust them up for 4. Here is 4. Hips swing back. 3, if you need to keep the head and gaze forward, you can, or maybe you drop it back like you're going to a wheel. Hips back, heart forward, exhale, push. Stay here. Can we drop the head and work on a back bend? Walk the feet in, fire up through the glutes. Push the chest forward. Use the quads, use the hamstrings, glutes, everything on the underside of the body is on, everything on the upper side of the body is stretching. And then let yourself land. Take a forward fold. Give yourself space. Inhale and exhale. Stay here for a few moments. If you need more time, you can always pause the video. Wiggle those hips. Lift back up through staff pose. Roll the shoulders and upper back on. Step the feet in and going back to those hip thrusters for 4. You can support the head if you like. 3, or you can work on the back bend by dropping back. 2 and 1. All right, we're gonna grip on. We're gonna try to kick over. So the biggest tip is you're pulling as hard as you can up as you kick the leg over. Gaze forward. Start to look where you just came from. Can we try that again? If you like, you can try to flip over and come back. Maybe you try your other leg, pull up, send the gaze forward, walk it down, and then push yourself up. Big breath in and out. So last time I did a crow pose, vinyasana on top. Let's try a baby crow today, just for fun. Bring your feet onto the little front wood part on the handles, and then wrap your hands around your forearms onto the cushion. We're gonna try to hug our knees into our chest. You could stay at the prep if you're not ready to fly. Hug the knees into the armpits, gaze forward, heart forward. stay here, or push the shoulders down so firmly, and then hug the heels in and engage the core. See if you can float, hold on to the edge, squeeze your baby crow. One more breath, and then slowly find your toes onto the handlebar, and come on out. Awesome job. Walk those feet down. We're gonna go ahead and have a seat on edge, finishing up class in just a few moments. So a little bit of core work. Grip onto the handles behind you. Shine the heart through. Inhale. Exhale, neutral spine. Hug the knees into the chest and find Navasana. Bring the feet down. Shine the heart through. Back bend, tuck the chin. Nice tight compression. Tuck nose to knees. Navasana, heart up. Hold it here and then toe taps. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees in. If you can, we're gonna try to let go. So maybe you need to adjust yourself to fit your butt up here, and it might not work in your body. So just do the best you can. You can also keep holding on to feel more secure there. Take a couple more breaths. And then the knees are gonna open and close. Butterfly. 8, 7, inner thighs. 6, 5, 4, thigh master. 3, pull the belly in. 2, oh my inner thighs. 1, yeah, and then lower yourself down. Go ahead and take yourself into a low boat. Your sacrum is gonna ground on to the front, the thick cushion in the front. Hold the glutes in, pull the belly in. See if you can hold this low boat for a few breaths, really firing all the effort in the core, long, straight arms and legs, quads are on. We're holding this, and then feet fall comfortably. See if you can drop the head back. You can wash the knees side to side a little bit, finding some ease in the hip flexors. Walk the feet straight, find some little bit of length there. Maybe you give yourself a little massage into the hip flexors. And then the arms, if you can, just if it's comfortable in your body, see if you can move the arms a little bit to where maybe they go over or to the side. Tuck the chin in. We're going to use our hands to push ourselves up. Chair pose, Utkatasana, hold it here. 8 pulses, touchdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg up, pistol squat down, sit and lift. Good. Pistol squat, sit and lift. One more time, maybe just hover and lift. Big finale, you can do this. Other leg. 3, hover or sit and lift. 2, pistol, and 1. Have a seat again. Gentle twist. Grab your hand on the inside of the trainer and then your right hand on your left thigh. Sit up nice and tall and rotate back. Breath in and out. Sweep to the other side. Inside of the handle, right hand to the left, outside of the thigh. Sit up tall and then twist yourself back. 2 deep breaths. Doing awesome. Take a forward fold here. Let yourself just hang. All right. A little bit of effort here before we end. Bring your fingertips down and see if you can float your feet off. For 3, 2, 1. Even if that didn't happen, give yourself a big hug. Ragdoll yourself up. Last stretch, pigeon pose. We'll do it seated, figure 4. Cross the right quad, the right ankle, cross the left quad, and then just sit here, pressing just onto that left inner thigh. Flex the foot, sit up really tall. It should feel good on the hip, not bad on the knee or ankle. So find that place where you're getting the stretch with no strain. You could fold over, reach down. If you really still want to do some work, you could try a little flying pigeon here before Shavasana. So if you have that hook, you can hook the left toes around right toes around the left tricep, and then reach your body forward. I don't have a lot of space, but I'm gonna lift my left knee, hug it in, or extend it out over the trainer. Come on back. Circle out the ankle, the knee, bend and straighten. Switch sides, flex the left foot, cross the left ankle over the right quad. My hips are quite tight, so hopefully you have a little more range of motion than me. We'll lift and lower gently. Flex, keep that ankle protected in the knee, so it's a gentle press on the inner thigh. We sit up nice and tall, roll the shoulders back and down. You can stay here. You can work into a fold, or you could take a flying pigeon. I do have a tutorial on it if you're not sure how to get there, but essentially you are taking your left toe, top of the foot, onto the right tricep, wrapping your toes backwards to hook on, and then you bring the hands down. And you make a shelf for your left knee. You could just start by pressing into the fingers, hugging the right knee in without even finding the extension of the leg. Go ahead and hit your fullest expression. And when you're ready, we'll come on out. Circle the ankle, kick and bend and straighten the knee. Nice work, Shavasana. Turn yourself around. Go ahead and push the trainer out so that we can bring our feet on top. Scoop in. Let your feet rest on top. Your calves get to rest on top. Lift the shoulders, lift the head. Ground down through the sacrum. Pull the palms out 45 degrees and let the fingers curl naturally to heart center. You might find that the heart is still racing. Just see if you can soften the breath. Soften the muscles around the forehead, the eyebrows, the jaw, the tongue. Allow yourself to go into complete relaxation. Notice any areas of tension or stress. See if you can send the breath right into those spots. Sigh it out. Place some awareness into the joints of the wrists, the knees, the ankles, the shoulders, and see if you can just find some release. With each breath, getting a little heavier into the mat, allowing the trainer and your mat to completely support your weight. And as you start to feel that release of letting go, maybe you have this sensation that you're almost floating here. Stay as long as you like. Feel free to hit pause and continue to meditate here. Or if you're ready to come out, we'll start to circle the wrists, open, close the fingers, circle the ankles, draw the arms over the head, pull the ribs away from the hips, give your hips a wiggle from side to side. Big breath in, big exhale out, let the legs go to the sky and then the arms to go to the sky, bounce the limbs, swim, waterfall shapes, and then roll off either way. Taking your fetus position, your pose of comfort, pose of security, making yourself a little pillow with the forearm, with the upper arm, and then taking a deep breath into the back one more time. Maybe creating a little smile with the mouth. And then walking your hands. Top arm walks, bottom arm walks you up. You can have a seat right on your mat, or you can come up on top of your trainer. Roll the shoulders, circle the neck. Roll the shoulders forward, circle the neck the other way. Take an inhale, sweep the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, palms to third eye. Appreciating what you've done for your mental state. Exhale down to your heart center, honoring your emotional body. Deep breath in, sealing our practice. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that feet up flow. If there are things you couldn't do, try it again another day. Maybe in time, months, years later, you'll be able to be where you'd like to be. But there is no end goal. Just enjoy the process. Enjoy learning. Enjoy getting stronger. Mind, body, and breath each day, each practice. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And please leave me a comment because I love to hear from you. I don't know if you were here if you don't let me know. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Bye.